What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today we are going to talk about some Evercade carts. I am going to tell you what my favorite cart is to date and my least favorite cart. But I made this channel and it's not just about me. I'm more interested in my subscribers, the people who view the videos and stuff. I want to know what your favorite cart to date is and your least favorite cart to date. Now remember, we all have different preferences. So, you might hate my favorite cart and you might like my least favorite cart. That's okay. We all have different preferences, like I said. If we all thought the same way and liked the same things and hated the same things, life would be pretty boring. I mean, there would be no use in conversation or anything like that. So I think that's what makes the world unique, is we all have different opinions on things, and some people take that as a negative, some people take it as a positive. I like diversity, so I like the fact that everyone thinks differently, especially like in the video game world or spectrum, whatever you want to say. So I'm just going to start out right away and tell you my favorite cart to date on the Evercade is still, and this was tough actually. I have another one here that I want to show. It was a runner up for sure, but still, Always Awakening and Cathedral. Absolutely love this cart. Both of these games are amazing. At least to me, they are. I love them. The bummer about this cart is you can't play Cathedral on like the Super Pocket, but from what I hear, there's going to be a patch, and I don't know how true that is. I actually read this. This was on the Evercade Facebook page, and it was from Evercade or Blaze themselves saying that there will be a patch for the cartridge actually, so you can play that on the Super Pocket. So you can play this on the Super Pocket. They said they don't have a time frame on that because I guess the creator of Cathedral just had a kid or something like that. That's what the Evercade page said. Just had a kid, so there's no like set date. But hey, if that happens, that's really cool. However, I really don't know if I'm gonna like playing Cathedral on the Super Pocket because of those shoulder buttons that are just awful. I love the Super Pocket, but man, them shoulder buttons are just bad. And the fact that you can't remap your buttons, because when it comes to like Always Awakening, I don't like using that select button to like change magic and abilities and stuff like that. I'd rather use like a L1 or R1 to do it, but definitely not on the Super Pocket. Like I said, them shoulder buttons are just awful. But when I play this, I either play it on my VS, which is powering my Freecade arcade machine, or I play it on the EXP, which I leave plugged in. I bought a extra long USB-C cable, so I can just plug that in and leave it plugged in, because I've mentioned in other videos the EXP really doesn't hold a good charge, maybe 3 hours of playtime on a full charge, and that's just piss poor in my opinion. But I still like the handheld regardless, but a majority of the time I still use that EXP to play that cartridge. I actually think it's more comfortable playing on that than on my arcade, because them buttons for the arcade, even though it has a R1, L1, R2, L2, yeah, I can always disconnect the arcade buttons and stick and just plug in my controller. But I don't feel like remapping everything again. So to get around it, just being lazy, I will play it on my EXP. Love that. Love this cart. Absolute favorite. But I did have a hard time picking that as my favorite because this was my runner-up. And it's mainly for the Duke Nukem remasters of 1 and 2. I give two shits about this 3D. I don't like first person shooters, instant migraines, so I can't play first person shooters. If you can, props to you. You're getting like your money's worth because you get to play a first person shooter. I just can't do it. But man, this remaster of 1 and 2 made this cart worth it. I don't really have any intentions of getting the collection 2. I watched some gameplay on it, and it just looks almost painful to play. I think there's only one first-person shooter on that cart as well. I could be wrong. I mean, if you have it, let me know. But I don't know. None of them games on that one really appealed to me like these remasters. But man, it just that close to beating out this cart. This cart was just terrific, and it has so much replay value. I have went back and played both of these games multiple times. Absolutely love this cart. If you do not have it, I highly recommend it. But if you only have a Super Pocket, then I don't recommend it. If you have a VS or EXP, then yes, definitely get this cart. Awesome cart. Now, this might piss some people off because I know a lot of people love this cart. But to be honest, I don't know if I can find more than 2 games on it that I like, even if I like 2 games. I mean, it's been sitting, I just don't play it. And that's the reason I'm not going for the whole collection, is because this kind of made my mind up. And the cart I am talking about is the Codemasters cart. This has 17 games on it, and I think that this cart is a complete train wreck. I don't like, now that I'm looking at the thing, I don't like anything on it. I mean, there's a couple games on here that are like tolerable, but I'm just not a fan of it whatsoever. And what I was saying is, this cart made me realize that I don't want the whole set of Evercade carts, because I'm not a shelf collector. Like every game that I have that are on the shelf, I play. This game in particular, I'm not playing. I'm just not a fan of it. It's really not good to me. I mean, no, I'm not going to sell it or anything like that, because I do want to keep all the Evercade carts that I have. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day, maybe it will be like a giveaway or something at some point. I have no idea yet. But this made me realize that I do not want the full collection. Originally, I did. I think I have 23 carts, and I think there's 51, 53, something like that. So I'm not even like really halfway there. There's just, I figured, why waste the money? Why buy something that you're not going to play? So, yeah, so favorite, least favorite. So I would like to know from you guys in the comments section, what is your favorite Evercade cart and your least favorite? Just drop it in the comments and let me know. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.